Adam, thanks. New today, a Lexington County teenager has pleaded guilty to murder in the 2021 death of Sanaa Amenhotep, a Richland County 15-year-old.
Prosecutors say Jalen Wilson, along with Travion Nelson, who has also pleaded guilty in this case, and Nazareth Sanchez-Peralta, who goes by Nicolle, who currently is in the middle of her trial, kidnapped Sanaa Amenhotep April 5th of 2021 and brutally killed her. Wilson faces up to life in prison.
Wilson spoke with law enforcement in a recorded interview and initially denied ever meeting Amenhotep. He said that he only knew of her because he had seen a missing person poster at a gas station. Phone evidence obtained through a search warrant disputed Wilson's story. A pair of guns, which have been determined to be the murder weapons in the case, were later discovered at his home.
Judge Deborah McCaslin said that she will defer sentencing until Nicolle Sanchez-Peralta's trial concludes. That trial continued today with day 5 of witness testimony. The state now has rested its case.
Nick Neville has today's recap from the courtroom.
The state using its final witnesses to try to dispute one of the main arguments put forward by the defense, that Nicolle's also a victim here and she was forced and coerced really to do everything by her boyfriend Travion Nelson, including kidnap Sanaa. After 5 days of testimony, 20 witnesses, and hundreds of pieces of evidence, the state has rested its case against Nicolle Sanchez-Peralta, accused of murdering Sanaa Amenhotep in 2021. Prosecutors attempting to push back against the defense's theory that she was victimized by her boyfriend Travion Nelson by introducing threatening Facebook messages and calls that she sent him. These messages were sent on April 17, 2021, after the murder. Nicolle had told law enforcement that she was being held hostage by Nelson during this time. In these messages, Nicolle threatens to shoot up Nelson's home because he was allegedly dating someone else. The defense said in opening statements that Nelson abused Nicolle and failed to protect her. Jurors also heard from a Lexington County Sheriff's Department investigator for a second time, who testified that more than 50 shell casings were recovered from the murder scene, including 10 from a 9mm handgun that has not been recovered. In an interview with law enforcement on April 27, 2021, Nicolle implicated Jalen Wilson and Nelson as the shooters. In Wilson's plea hearing on Monday, prosecutors said they believe her statements at that time seriously minimized and decreased her level of involvement in the killing. The state attempting to build a case that Nicolle's lies and inconsistencies caught up with her as law enforcement uncovered more evidence here. DNA evidence ties her to the murder scene, and she admitted to her role in the killing in a conversation with Alon Adams, a friend of her boyfriend's. Closing arguments are expected tomorrow. Reporting in Lexington, Nick Neville, WIS News 10.
And it is unclear if Sanchez-Peralta's defense team will put on a case. McCaslin, the judge, advised the defendant about her right to testify and said she expects a final decision from her and her lawyers on that tomorrow morning.